what you're going to need is a giant styrofoam half circle, and I just got this at a craft store, and some green fluffy fabric, some white yarn, baby blanket yarn, some pretty flowers, multi-temperature hot glue gun with hot glue sticks, some cardboard, and a ruler, and a marker. So I'm putting my glue gun on low because of the styrofoam. There's a small circle right here that's just indicating the middle of this, and I'm going to start there with a little bit of hot glue and put my yarn right in the middle. And I'm just going to swirl it around and glue as I go. We need 3 people doing this. Okay. I'm gluing it all the way around, and then I'm just spinning it and putting the yarn around it. I just cut the end of it, and now I'm just going to finish gluing here to make sure the end stays right where I want it. So you're going to need some cardboard, and I just cut a really long oval for the foot, and now I'm going to kind of shape it down to the size I want, and now I'm just going to trace it and cut out a second one. I just basically drew this one out. I'm doing my best to match this one to the exact same as this. I'm kind of just putting them next to each other. These 2 dots are from right here. I'm just really eyeballing it at this point, thinking of the shape of a jelly bean almost. You can use a measuring tape if you want to, but this works just as good for me, so this is what I'm doing. So we're gonna take our pink yarn and start right in the middle of our foot here, and basically do the exact same thing we did right here, but on both of these. So what I'm doing to make it more of an oval instead of a perfect circle is kind of stretching it tight on the sides and then letting it get a little bit more fluffy on the top. I am now just gluing down this yarn onto the little toes. We're almost done with the toes. So once we finished all of the toes and the heel here, I've just taken this white yarn and started going around here, and now I'm just going back and forth and continuing to cover the foot. So I'm now taking some yarn to finish it off and just covering this outside edge so that I don't see any brown from the front. So in this area it's kind of tricky, but what I did is basically just filled it in with glue. It really doesn't matter if there's a certain pattern to it or not, as long as you cover up all of the cardboard. My new slippers. So now we're gonna make a giant pom-pom with my hand. So I'm just wrapping it around all 4 of my fingers and kind of trying to stretch it out as far as I can, because the more you stretch it out, the bigger it's gonna be. Now I'm going to take this and kind of push it in through my fingers here. I've got my 4 fingers, I'm putting it through the 2, and it's covering the entire outside. I'm going to tie it really tight as you can get it. I'm going to cut this about the same length as the rest of the pom-pom will be, and now I'm going to find the loops and just cut them with my scissors. You can kind of feel through and see if you missed any. Yep, I have some loops here still. I'm just gonna find them all and cut them. So once I've cut the loops on both sides, I'm just gonna fluff it up, make sure I didn't miss any again. And since there's some longer ones that I don't like, I'm just gonna trim them up, make it look a little bit more round. So we want this to be about 2 inches down from the middle swirl. So we're gonna just put a ton of glue on here. Now that I've put a lot of hot glue on there, I'm just gonna take the pom-pom and push it in and hold it for just a minute. So now I'm going to just take them and glue them on right behind this swirl. Hold it there for a minute, let it glue. So cute. Oh wait, I'm checking out a bunny's butt. I probably shouldn't say that. Oh, checking out this bunny's butt. Checking out, it's so cute. So what I've done is I've just put the wreath down and traced around the outside of it to give me this circle right here. And now what I'm doing is I'm just measuring 2 inches out from there, marking it, and then filling in the gaps. You could also use a protractor, a giant one, if you want. This is going to be our base for our green grass on the outside. So I've taken my marker and just drawn out a line right here. What that's going to do is give us a lip enough to hang it on the door so that it won't fall off. Now we just cut it out. So I'm making sure to leave a little bit of space. I'm actually not cutting on this line exactly, just so that it will be a lot easier to glue it on to the rest of the wreath. Give it a little bit more of a lip. So I've just taken my material and laid it flat on top of this piece of cardboard. I'm going to just glue one piece at a time underneath. Mostly I'm just making sure that I'm not getting any wrinkles in it as I go. Just laying it really flat. Now that I've got that all done, I'm just going to trim around the outside edge. Not too close to the cardboard, about an inch off. And I'm just cutting the middle and doing the exact same thing on the middle. And now I'm just cutting slits here so that I can fold it over perfectly and glue it in place. I'm just taking each one of these one at a time, folding it over and gluing. I'm just going around the outside edge and gluing down that fabric too. Now what we're going to do is make sure that our lip is coming out a little bit just so we have something to hang it on, and then making sure that it's in the right placement everywhere else. So now I'm just going to kind of hold it there, and the cardboard bends this way. So I'll be able to kind of lift it up just like a toilet seat and glue underneath it. Almost done. We're just holding it down and letting the glue dry. And look how easy these come off. It might not be the same with a different type of flower. If not, you can just use your scissors and actually cut them off. That is gonna be so cute! Oh my goodness. I'm just placing these where I want them to be and then gluing them down. I hope you guys loved this. I think it's hilarious. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, you can watch my latest video over here, and you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google+. Click over here to check out our family videos. We'll see you guys next time. She's laughing at me.